Hello everyone, finally we arrived at the end of the episode of the drama Love Scout. Thank you for being with me to watch this drama. Until the end, let's start episode 12 of the Love Scout Korean drama. They were all shocked when they heard Ji-Yeon's resignation as CEO and the company would also be acquired by Careerway. Mai and Young-hoon asked Ji-Yeon for an explanation because she made a sudden decision and did not involve them. And Young-hoon will stop that, then he goes to meet his father. Young-hoon admits defeat and he will work with his father. If his father tells him to return home, he will do it. But don't take Peoples away from Ji-Yeon. Young-hoon is willing to sell himself to protect Peoples. Because he thinks no one can live up to his father's expectations, even his brother gave up. However, now Young-hoon will try, if that's what his father wants. So, he begs his father not to bother Ji-Yeon. It turns out that Ji-Yeon hasn't left the office and sees Young-hoon packing his things. Young-hoon thinks this company will be fine, so the only solution is to work for his father. Because of that his only weapon, he just wanted to help Ji-Yeon just once. But it was Ji-Yeon's decision and she understood Young-hoon. But Ji-Yeon is fine, so don't do this for her. The stock transfer contract has been signed by Ji-Yeon and Hyejin and also witnessed by Chairman Woo, so now Ji-Yeon company has been acquired by CEO Kim Hyejin. Hyejin asked how it felt after Ji-Yeon company was taken by Hyejin. Ji-Yeon just wanted Hyejin to take good care of her employees, and Hyejin felt that Ji-Yeon's employees would be happy with this acquisition. She unexpectedly Eun-ho decided to sing with Ji-Yeon, because Ji-Yeon's name and also Peoples will disappear. Then she gave 1 week to Ji-Yeon to vacate her office. Hyejin was shocked when she saw that there was no one in Peoples' office, and when she entered Ji-Yeon's office, she saw many resignation letters on the table and that made her angry. It turned out that the employees were not happy with this acquisition, and once they found out that the majority of employees had resigned, everything could fall apart and they had to hurry up and make a plan. Suddenly the police came and gave explanation that CEO Park Yamin of Iconic turned himself in. In his testimony, Hyejin's name was mentioned and they took Hyejin to the police station. After CEO Park turned himself in, Iconic Biotechnology's investment fraud turned over a new leaf. In addition to CEO Park Yamin, other people were also involved and colluded with Hyejin to approach CEO Park Yamin. Investor Han is suspected of being the mastermind and is now also being investigated. Han's previous criminal record was found. Han and Hyejin are suspected of colluding in other investment frauds. And Ji-Yeon also came to the police station to testify about the fraud that had destroyed her company. Hyejin felt that this was Ji-Yeon's action, but Hyejin thought it would not destroy her. Ji-Yeon only felt sorry for Hyejin because she was still drowning in hatred. Hearing that, Hyejin got angry and cursed at Ji-Yeon, but Ji-Yeon didn't care about her. Chairman Woo came to the resting place of his son, Woo Sang-hoon, Jung-hoon's older brother, and over there, he met his wife, who was a kindergarten teacher. Then she gave a photo to Chairman Woo or his father-in-law. When Sang-hoon died, she has a lot of regrets, because when Sang-hoon was suffering, she should have comforted him more, but she couldn't do that. Now she just wanted Chairman Woo not to repeat that mistake with Young-hoon, because Young-hoon never hated his father. Young-hoon was seen cleaning up at his sister-in-law's kindergarten, then he got a call from his father. He was shocked when his father said that his card had been unblocked and his father also told him to go home and asked Young-hoon to eat together. Then his sister-in-law came and saw Young-hoon, who was confused. He told her that his father called him and told him to go home. His sister thought it seemed like her father-in-law wanted to make up with Young-hoon. Young-hoon couldn't eat without knowing his father's motive for inviting him to eat together. His father thought, did a father need a motive to invite his son to eat? Then his father asked what Jung-hoon's life plan was, and Jung-hoon felt pathetic because he didn't know what it meant to live well. His father asked again if Jung-hoon was okay. Hearing that, Jung-hoon was shocked. Since when did his father become so interested in him? That's because his father never asked his brother, is he okay? His father thought that Sang-hoon could handle it, and it turns out that his father didn't realize it. So, he wants Jung-hoon to live his life according to Jung-hoon's wishes, because he doesn't want to lose his son again. Ji-yoon shows her new workplace, which is in her own house. She will start over again, without anyone's help and without anyone's influence. But there is no place for Eun-ho, because he was fired. Eun-ho was only supposed to work for 6 months. Currently Salim Group is looking for a team leader for HR, and Ji-yoon is tasked with finding one. They have a project starting next month, and they want Ji-yoon to handle the recruitment. Ji-yoon thinks Eun-ho is someone who has a good understanding of HR, leadership, and communication skills. So now, Ji-yoon wants Eun-ho to make decisions just for her, to be the first candidate in her new company. Ji-yoon invites her former staff when she worked at P-Place for the opening celebration of the new company. They congratulate Ji-yoon on opening a new company. And they also congratulate Eun-ho on his new job. It turns out that Ji-yoon founded the new company with Mai as her work partner. Mr. Kim feels that being together like this is like returning to P-Place, and hearing that they feel a bit sad. When they work together, it was the best time, and Ji-yoon also feels like she often thinks about her staff. If they want, she offers to work with her again. Ji-yoon wants to start anew and needs them. She shares a new job proposal with them, and Mai seduced them to join her. And Kyung-won is very touched because she feels that Ji-yoon needs her, so she will join. Then Mr. Kim gives one more condition, that is every month, there are 2 company dinners, and they really agree with that. Then Jung-hoon comes and congratulates Ji-yoon on her new company, while Jung-hoon himself joins his father's company. And Ji-yoon promotes that if Jung-hoon is looking for employees, then he can use their services as a worker recruiter. And Jung-hoon also congratulates Eun-ho on his new job. And when he sees Ji-yoon's proposal, Jung-hoon asks his friends not to get carried away and agree to join because they have to read the contract carefully. They can play hard to get to Ji-yoon. Then Bail gives Ji-yoon a gift. She gives a name to Ji-yoon's new company. It is We, because it is us, we. Then Ji-yoon adds We Company, which is easy to remember and also a good name.
고마워, 별아.
Soo-hyun walks with Jung-hoon and she feels happy because the book was received positively and will likely be reprinted. Jung-hoon thought it might be a bestseller, but they couldn't predict the future. Then they were called by a fortune teller, who overheard their conversation about the future. At first, they didn't seem interested in being read, but when the fortune teller mentioned the boy among them, it made them curious. Then the fortune teller told them to ask questions, but they were curious about Soo-hyun's book or signing the contract. The fortune teller asked them to ask something they really wanted to know. But they seemed shy and made the fortune teller run out of words. She then guessed that they were actually curious about their romantic relationship. But they didn't feel like they were in a romantic relationship. And Soo-hyun thought their relationship was just humans who sometimes met and greeted each other. Jung-hoon didn't accept Soo-hyun's statement, because they often drank together and talked. So, he asked Soo-hyun to be interested in each other starting today. Hearing that, the fortune teller felt that they met the fortune teller just to confess their love. And the fortune teller told them to leave and they left holding hands. 1 year later, Biles entered elementary school and Eun-ho have worked at Salim Group. Meanwhile, Ji-yoon's company, We Company, is growing rapidly and has a fairly large office. And Soo-hyun is also quite successful with her career as a writer who has many fans now. Mai and her husband decided to have a baby program, and Mai was very touched because she had waited a long time to have a baby. Meanwhile, Ji-yoon and Eun-ho have a very happy relationship that always makes time to meet in between their busy schedules.